Okay, guys. So yeah, please let me know if you can hear my audio. Mishal, Ankit, Yusuf. Yeah, if you are watching this, yeah, anyone who is watching this, please let me know if my audio is watching. I mean, audio is working, and we'll start. So it was a pretty decent week for me personally, right? I had 83 points this week, and yeah, on the screen it's 81 because I thought I would go live yesterday, but I couldn't. So yeah, it is yesterday's point. So Sun did not deliver any more, right? It was just 2 points, so yeah, it was still horrible to watch. And maybe after after this game, after West Brom's game, maybe I'll try and get rid of him. I don't know yet, right? But I've kind of been getting a lot of questions about the double game week, so I want to talk about that in general for everyone. So, as I said, this game week I took a punt on Fernandez. I did not want to captain Salah because literally everyone playing was captaining Salah. So I thought maybe Bamford or Fernandez would be a good choice for this week. So if Bamford was not injured last week, right, I would have easily captained Bamford instead of Fernandez. But since he had some kind of that yellow kind of caution kind of sign, so I did not captain Bamford, and yeah, it worked out. It worked out. So as you know, there have been new release of fixtures, right? So I personally think now the main concern is about the Man City players, the Burnley players. I think having Man City players has always been a risk, right? And it will always be a risk until like those are players like Diaz and Ederson, right? So I've been getting about that too, about Ederson. What do they think about that? I'll talk about that too. Firstly, this is what my team looks like now. Getting into the I mean the game week 24, right? It's 23 or 25, I think 23. Yeah, for 23, for tomorrow, I don't know if there will be a deadline stream, but for tomorrow what I have to say is uh I don't know if I'm not sure if I want to play Dallas or not. I feel like I should because Zaha is injured now. I don't know the extent of injury yet. I do know the extent of TNA. I think TNA is injured for a longer time. I was kind of looking at the article of his injury, and I think TNA will be out for a longer time. So I don't know about Zaha. Zaha has some kind of hamstring injury. That's what I read. Right now, I don't know when he will be back. And yeah, I also was watching the Liverpool conference, and it looks like now the reporter asked Klopp about the Leipzig, about the how there has been some kind of restriction in Germany, right? So there are some problem with Leipzig and Liverpool for the Champions League, and yeah, he was like he was not taking any kind of responsibility, and it's not his responsibility to manage the games and manage the fixtures. So, and he was also asked about Mane, and he was like, yeah, he trained today, so yeah, we'll have to see tomorrow what happens. So he did not he did not elaborate. That's what I'm trying to say. He did not elaborate too much about Mane also, but I feel like Mane should play, right? And he was also asked about the new defenders. So he was asked that if both the defenders are ready to play, because now next game Liverpool play against Man City, right? So the reporter asks, "Are you gonna straightly bring those two new defenders in this kind of big caliber game?" And he was like, "I don't know." Like everything reporter was asking to Klopp, he was like kind of uncertain. He was not putting out any kind of information. So yeah, about the Mane too. If you are Mane owner, maybe Mane might play. Not sure yet, right? So yeah, I'll get to it now. As I said, now this team, looking at this team, I think I'm comfortable benching Diaz, right? I can't bench Cancelo or Gundogan. It looks like Gundogan is new De Bruyne because like he's not been rotated at all. So I feel like Gundogan should play there. He looks like a very important part when they are attacking right now. So yeah. Uh, Now, as I said, I maybe I could remove Kufal for Dallas. I could do that, right? Except for that, I just don't see too much I could do to play Dallas and Kufal, right? I can't bench Grealish. I'm not Son. Although Son is in horrible form, I can't bench him. I just can't right now. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kufal. I could bench Kufal for Dallas. Let's see what happens. Still, yeah. Now I'll get to your questions too. So Ankit, yeah, thanks so much for joining in. Yusuf says, what would your strategy be in my position? I'm thinking about transferring out Davis and Barnes to Antonio. Yeah, Antonio fine, and Rafinha, Antonio and Rafinha next week to get a double game week player instead of Son. Then wildcard game week 25. Yeah, it might be. Now I personally also might wildcard in game week 25. I don't know yet, but looking at my team right now, I don't think this team needs a wildcard right now. It's fine. It's delivering points. Like no one is injured. Everyone is fit. Everyone is playing. So I personally don't need a wildcard in my team. I still have wildcard, the second wildcard. I could use that in game week 25 and bench boost in 26. Yes, I could do that because 26 is supposedly the biggest game week now. left for this season, right? So maybe I could take advantage of that. But still, looking at this team, I just don't feel like I need a wild card right now. It just looks fit and fine to me. So I've not thought about that, Yusuf, right? And the thing about removing Son for Rafinha, I think that is what I'm personally thinking too. Maybe I will remove Son for Rafinha. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe I would do that. I'm not like certain, but for this game week, I know that I want Son. I leave some there, and yeah, Mourinho also has talked about how Kane might be back soon. I don't know when, but yeah, it looks like he will be back against Man City. That's what I heard. Against Man City, yeah, Kane might be back here. I don't know yet, so that might change the performance of Son. But still, Rafinha looks good. And another thing also I want to talk about is what Ben Crellin said about Leeds is the only team right now that has that is confirmed to play in the blank game week 29. So that's what I heard about Leeds, right? So I'll firstly get to everyone's questions, right? I don't think there's too many questions. So after that, I'll open the Ben Crellin's blank and double game week sheet, and just we'll talk about that because I've been giving some thoughts to it, right? So yeah, for now, let's just get to the question. So yeah, Yusuf, as you said, I think bringing in Antonio is no problem. Although Antonio does not have the double game week, Yusuf. So I don't know. Yeah, Rafinha does, and Rafinha, as I said, if you are planning for blank game week, Dallas, Rafinha, and Bamford, these players could be a long term option for game week 29. If you are one of those planning for just game week 29, because for game week 29, I seriously don't know what to do right now. Personally, I don't have a free hit, and I just don't have idea what to do in game week 29 personally, right? So double gaming Sun. Then wildcard, yeah. Wildcarding and bench boosting, that does not look bad at all. I also personally might do that, but I've not thought about it because, as I said, my team does not need wildcard at all. But still, that big double game week looks like something you want to capitalize on. You see, for now, I've not decided, but what you say is, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. So, Meshal says team on Instagram. Yeah, let me just download Meshal's team first. So I'm kind of working on the uh, double game week video. I think after the stream uh I might put that out. Yeah. Let me just yeah, this is Misal's team. So this is what Misal's team looks like. Yeah. Let me just zoom that. Okay. This is what it looks like. And Misal says, okay, Son or Bamford captain. So now, Misal, let me tell you. Now, I personally also have thought about captaining Bamford this week, but again, now according to the records, what is kind of evident is that now Leeds have been kind of good away from home rather than at home, right? That is what has happened as of recent. So now maybe you could give a second thought about Bamford because of that, right? Because they are playing at home. But again, now I think I don't know Zaha if Zaha is going to play or not. Without Zaha, they kind of do look. I don't know. The attacking prowess kind of decreases off Crystal Palace when there's no Zaha, right? So Captain Bamford might not be the worst idea looking at Crystal Palace, but still. Now, if you just look at the stats, right? I think Bamford at home, that does not look like the best idea, the best thing to do when it comes to captainship. So I'm not saying it's not bad. I personally might captain Bamford. I don't know. Like you can literally, there's no such thing as safe captain, right now. Michal. So yeah, you can. I personally captained Fernandez last week and it worked out. And in upcoming days also, maybe I don't know. Son was the I mean the mainstream captain choice until Kane got injured, right? Because everyone was like, I'll captain Kane or Son against the in the game against West Brom. That was the idea for everyone. But still, after that Kane injury, everything has changed. Now Son was on the top. Before Kane got injured, Son was on the top when it came to expected goals. But now it's not Son, it's Antonio. So yeah, things change, things change. So Son and Bamford, I think looking at the recent form, I think going for Bamford wouldn't be that bad of an idea at all, Meshal. Yeah, because now if you captain Son, I think you are just looking at the fixture and not the form. Because looking at how Spurs are playing right now, not only Son, now completely the Spurs team, they just look kind of broken without Kane. So I looking at the fixtures, you can captain Son, but looking at the form, I wouldn't. So maybe I'll just leave it on Fernandez or Bamford, right? So it might work out. Captaining Fernandez also might work out again. So, but still, it was kind of frustrating. Like if it wasn't for those red cards, I don't know if Fernandez would return that kind of point for Man United last week, right? But still, uh, if I are captaining Son this week, I think it's just purely based on fixture and not their form. If you go for Bamford, I think Leeds are inconsistent, right? Like they can score 6-7 in one game and maybe just blank next game. That can happen. But maybe this is the game that Bamford scores, I don't know, 2 or 3. So yeah, captain Bamford, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Uh okay. So okay, Ankit has 80 points. So yeah, Ankit is also one of the manager who captained Fernandez in the deadline stream. I do remember Ankit and I captained Fernandez at the last moment. So it worked out. I'm very happy for us. Yeah, Ankit, and thank you for joining in. So Abhinav Arya, thank you so much for joining in. Vignesh says, I think you should play Dallas. Yeah, I do want to play Dallas. Vignesh, actually, I do want to play Dallas, but I just don't know. Like, I could do something like this, remove Kufal for Dallas, right? But again, Kufal against Fulham also does not look that bad of a fixture. So I mean, except for that, I just don't see any player I'd want to remove. I can't remove Cancelo. Like Cancelo might be rotated, I don't know, but still, if he does play, I think he's just too good to be removed. And Gundogan, I can remove him. Salah, Fernandez, nah, I just don't see anyone I can remove. So yeah, I think it will be between Dallas and Kufal. I don't know yet for now, but yeah, I think we'll know tomorrow. Uh, Vignesh says undecided on captaincy. Son, Antonio, Bamford. Yeah, Antonio also might work out. As I said, I was looking through the stats, right? Now, on top, when it comes to expected goals for last 3 games, Raheem Sterling is on top. Raheem Sterling is number one, Antonio is number two, Oli Watkins is number three, and Wilson is on four. So if you want to captain Antonio, it might work out, but Antonio is not in any kind of set pieces, right? That is one thing you might want to kind of look at, right? If Son plays, I think without Kane, Son might be on penalties. I'm not sure, but maybe, and he could also be. He is on corner, like Son is on corner, so he's on some kind of set pieces. Antonio not on penalties, Bamford on penalties. So looking, I think Bamford could be a safe bet this week. Vignesh, I do think that. I do think that Antonio is not that bad, but not on penalties, not on free kicks, not on corners, not on anything. So I personally kind of get turned off by those kind of players. When it comes to captainship. So Meshal says Dallas, Rudiger, Cancelo, Diaz, Kufal, bench two, start three. Okay. Dallas, Rudiger. I would play Dallas. Yeah, Rudiger also looks like he is kind of nailed on there. And Chilwell did not start this week again. Uh, Cancelo, can't bench Cancelo. Yeah, Diaz and Kufal. Meshal. Now between Kufal and Dallas, I have not decided. Meshal, I think we both are in kind of similar situation, right? Meshal. But yeah, I think I would be comfortable benching Diaz if I have Cancelo. Yeah, yeah, Meshal. It should be Diaz and Kufal, I guess. Probably. Let's see what happens. Meshal. Vivek says, what about Lingard? Lingard is back. Yeah, I think I still wait though, because like now Vivek, I'm not saying Lingard is a bad choice or anything, but what I'm trying to say is now there's double game weeks, right? Why not go for players like Rafinha or players I don't know who have double game week, in upcoming days. Now Southampton has double game week in 25, I guess. In 24, I think Fulham have a double game week. I'll just open the sheet in a while and we'll talk about that. But personally, Vivek, I'm not thinking of Lingard because he's not on double game weeks right now. So James says, James, thanks so much for joining in. London says who to replace Zaha with. Maybe you can go with James Rodriguez or Rafinha, personally, London, because of the double game week. Let me just open the sheet. I think it will be way more easier to talk about the double game week. Now, okay. So, firstly, this is the full one. I'm not going to explain from this. What I'm trying to say is now this is what you get from the Ben Quellin's Twitter account, right? Now it is kind of maybe for who's just starting out, who's just new to FPL. Maybe this looks very hectic, and it is hectic to be honest. So I'm not going to be talking about everything from here. Now you can see what these means, right? Key means yellow means confirmed, orange means likely. I'm not going to go all to that. Now what you kind of have to remember is yellow means it is confirmed, right? And everything else, blue, orange, this kind of color means maybe there's a double gimmick, right? So as I said, we'll just be talking about 24, 25, 26, and 27. We won't talk about anything else. So I have kind of cropped the image, right? Because this I don't want to talk about this because it just looks like something I don't want to talk about. Like it just looks like I don't know what that is. So yeah, we'll just talk about 24, 25, 26, and 27, and we'll make our team around that for now. So yeah, let me just open the cropped version, right? So yeah, and from all that, uh, we'll firstly just focusing on 23, I mean 24, 25, 26, and 27. We'll just talk about these 16, only these 16. I think if we kind of target these players, these 6 teams, and also from these 6 teams, I think if you target players from 4 teams, I think you'll be good enough for double game week 24, double game week 25, and maybe potential double game week 26 and potential 27. Now I've kind of given some thought to it. I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking about right now. And yeah, if you're new to, I don't know, new to FPL, and if you don't like, if you don't understand, I'll just try and understand what this is. So this is the game week. This is game week 23. This is game week 24. This is game week 25. This is game week 26. This is game week 27. Right? And these are the teams. Like Man City will face Spurs and Everton in 24. Right? And Man City will face Arsenal in 25. And Man City might face, this is not confirmed, orange, blue, these means maybe there is a double game week. Yellow means yes, there is a double game week, it is confirmed. And this, can you see this yellow in 26? That means that there is definitely a double game week in game week 26, but it's not confirmed which teams has double game week. So 26 is definitely a double game week, but still it's not decided. Like Man City can have a double game week here, Aston Villa could have a double game week here. It's not confirmed, but 26 is definitely a double game week. That is what it means by yellow. Yellow means confirmed, right? Orange means maybe, blue means maybe. So yeah. Now what I'm trying to say is, if you are one of those managers, if you are just targeting for game week 24, right? I don't know if you are using a free hit. I don't know what you are doing. If you are using any kind of chip and you are just targeting the players for 24, what you should do is you should go for Burnley defenders and Man City attackers and Everton attackers. That's what I would personally do. If I will do that, because I think I might bring Burnley defender in next week's transfer. I'll save this week's transfer and maybe bring a Burnley defender next week, removing Kufal for maybe Lowton or Ben Mee or even Pope. I don't know. For now, I just don't know. But one thing I know is I need a Burnley defender for game week 24, because Burnley faced Crystal Palace and Fulham. Right now, I think Taylor is still out injured, but still the good part, Tarkowski, Mee, Pope, they are still there. So Crystal Palace and Fulham. Now Crystal Palace might be without Zaha. I don't know yet. And Fulham, like, come on, it's Fulham. So I think Burnley might have at least one clean sheet there, right, in game week 24. So I got this question the most: which players to target in which game week? So as I said, if you are one of those managers targeting for game week 24, you should go for Burnley defenders, right? Just go for Burnley defenders. Don't think twice. I think there should be at least one clean sheet there. And when it comes to attack, like, if you want to go for Man City attack, I mean Man City players, just don't even think. Just don't even think. If defense or attack, just go for them. Midfielders, right? As long as they are nailed on, I think you should just go for Man City players. Like I personally knew that that there's double game weeks coming off for Man City. So that is the reason I already have three Man City players: Diaz, Gundogan, and Cancelo. Because I knew that there was gonna be double game week for Man City team in upcoming days. So that is why I already got these three players. I was looking at Ben Crellin's, those Twitter feeds and everything. So yeah, I thought now Cancelo, Gundogan, and Diaz might be a good choice. Now Diaz is super nailed on. Gundogan also kind of looks like nailed on, right? So I don't need to worry about that for now. So if you have three Man City players, I personally wouldn't do anything to them. I just leave them there and maybe just play them there for game week 24. And the good thing about Man City is, after game week 24, they also have a chance of another quick double game week in game week 26 or 27. So I think if you are tripling up on any player for double game week, it should be Man City players. I think it should be Man City players. So I don't know if any one of you is understanding about this. Now, yeah, I think the safest team to go for, if you want to have more players to target for double game weeks in game week 24 and upcoming future game weeks, it should be Man City, the safest one. Right now, rotation risk is always a problem, but still, if they do play, I think you should go for Man City players. Right now, let's talk about another team. Now let's talk about Leeds for now. Now, what Ben Crellin has posted is, now Leeds is the only team in game week 29. Let me just show you that. Okay, game week 29. So this is another one cropped version, right? So this is another cropped version. So what Ben Crellin has said is, Leeds is only the confirmed team. I hope you guys can see that. Leeds is only the confirmed team, right? To play in game week 29. So this 29 red means a blank game week, right? So that means Leeds is the only team that will surely play in game week 29. Except for that team, other teams have not been confirmed. So if you are one of those planning for that 29, game week 29, the blank game week, what you should do is, if you have Leeds player, just leave them there. Just don't do anything at all. If you don't have free hit, if you don't have wild card, and you only are playing around with free transfer for blank game week in game week 29, then I think going for Leeds players, at least three, maybe Bamford, Rafinha, Dallas, they are not that bad of an option. Like I wouldn't expect a lot of clean sheet from Dallas, right? But still, I do think Leeds players are not that bad to hold on to. So yeah, Leeds players are the one for blank gamings in 29, right? And let me just open another, yeah, this one. So and for the double game week, now Leeds have in 25 they have double game week Wolves and Southampton. I personally might bring in Rafinha in my team, right? What my team looks like is something like this. So this is what my team looks like right now. I have Dallas and Bamford for 25, game week 25, right? What I personally am trying to do is maybe I could remove Son for Rafinha. I could do that after this game though, not this one. Let's see how Son performs, because Son, I bought Son in my team just for this reason, just to play Son against West Brom United. So I mean West Brom Albion. So what I'm trying to say is after this game, maybe I'll remove Son for Rafinha. I might do that, but for now I'm holding on to him, and I might triple up on Leeds players. I don't know. I don't have problem with that. So nothing decided yet, but that's what I personally think. So now, yeah, Leeds is done. Leeds is good if you are planning for game week 29, the blank game week. Man City, good all the time. For future double game weeks, for this double game week, as long as you bring in Man City players that play like Ederson, Diaz, right, Gundogan, who are kind of nailed on, I think you'll be fine with Man City players. Now, we have sorted out with Man City and Leeds. Now, let's move towards Southampton. What I'm thinking about Southampton is there's only one player I think I would want to get. If I want to have a player who has double game week and again another potential double game week in game week 27, it's Southampton, because Southampton definitely have a double game week against Chelsea and Leeds in 25. So it does not look like a good defensive game for Southampton. Now they just considered 9, and I think, as I said, if it wasn't for that red card, I think they wouldn't have considered that. But still, I personally wouldn't bring any defender from Southampton for game week 25. No Walker Peters, no Vestergaard, right? So what I might do is maybe bring Danny Ings. Now the reason is he's on penalties, right? And Danny Ings, now Chelsea and Leeds maybe not the best defensive side, like Chelsea is, but Leeds isn't. And again, there's potential new double game week in game week 27 against Sheffield and Man City. It's not confirmed, but maybe there is. Maybe there is. So yeah. So there's a double game week in quick succession for Southampton, right? And it's the same thing for Everton too. There might be a double game week after game week 24 too. Like they might face Southampton and Aston Villa or West Brom in game week 26. It's not confirmed, but still there is a potential for double game week, right? So I personally think for a longer term, the team that you should target for double game weeks for this week and future is Man City, Everton, Burnley, and Southampton. Those four teams are the one you should be targeting. So this is the most question I got in my Instagram. Which team is the one that I should target for double game week? So for game week 24, any Man City players is all right, and any Burnley defender for game week 24 is fine. And for upcoming days, right? Not just for game week 24, even for game week 24, 25, and potential game week 26 and 27, I think you should go for Man City's any players, Everton's attackers, Burnley's maybe defenders, but in game week 26 I don't see any return, and Southampton attackers. Those four teams, just attack those four teams: Southampton attackers, Burnley defenders, Everton attackers, and Man City any player. So I don't know. I think I covered the blank and double game week until to game week 27, because after that I don't know, things will change, and there's not been any official amount about announcement about game week 26 and game week 27's blank and double. So I feel like this is more than enough for explanation. So I don't know. I tried my best. I hope you guys understood. But just target those four players. If you are on free transfer, right? Just target Man City, Everton, Burnley, and Southampton for now. For now, at least for until game week 7. So yeah, that's what I would do. So yeah, now I'll get to everyone's questions, right? So okay, where was I? Who to replace Zaha with? Ankit, I think Cancelo will be benched this game week. Now I don't know Ankit about that, right? That might happen. If he does, I guess I could get someone from the bench. But still, if there's a chance of Cancelo playing, I think I would play him. Yeah, I'd play him. It's just a big risk, It's like Gundogan. I could have benched him last week. Last game, because I thought Gundogan would be rotated, but still he did play. So yeah, I think nah, I'll just play Cancelo there. He might be rotated, he may not be. I just don't know, and I don't know what Pep is doing. Like he played Laporte in the left back position, so I feel like it was three defense, right? I did watch that match, and Burnley was giving too much respect to the Man City side, and I kind of got bored after that, so I just stopped watching the game. So yeah, let's see what happens. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll leave Cancelo though in my first 11. Ankit. Uh, Yusuf says Antonio on penalty. So I did not know that, Yusuf. Yeah, I really did not know that. Thank for that, Yusuf. I can't watch all the games like because of the time zone. It's just not possible to watch all the games. Like the matches are like in 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So yeah, it's not just possible to watch all the games. Uh, Sagnik says, bro, this week playing Cancelo or Diaz. I'm playing Cancelo personally, right? Because yeah, Diaz will definitely play, but maybe if there's any kind of return, maybe there's a 6 point. But when Cancelo plays, there's a defensive and attacking return. So I don't know. I'm kind of being greedy, I guess, but he could be completely benched, right? So yeah, we just don't know. The depth is too much in that Man City side. So I personally will play Cancelo. Where was I? So Ankit says my team in style. Okay. Uh, Okay, Meshal also says, should I start Cancelo or keep my defense? You could play Cancelo. Cancelo is someone we just don't know if he'll be benched or if he will be played, right? Meshal. So yeah, I'm personally playing him. Ankit's team. Ankit, yeah, I refreshed my PC, but your team is not there. Please, could you send me again? I guess your team is not here, Ankit. Okay. I'll get to your question again, Ankit, but your team is not here. Please do resend it. Zopa says, hello everyone. I missed the last round with Arnold, but I had 92 points again. For this round, I have to hit the captain, so help in the selection. So yeah, Zopa, as I said, I think now if you just target fixture, I think Son could be a captain, but still, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Looking at the recent way that Spurs have been playing, I personally wouldn't captain Son. So I could lean towards Fernandez or maybe Bamford. Those are my two captain choices for me personally this week, right? Fernandez and Bamford. So I don't know who will be my captain. Let's see what happens to Zaha first, if he's fit enough or not. And after that, maybe we'll make some decisions. But yeah, it's between Fernandez and Bamford for me, I think, this week. Jopa. And yeah, congratulations, 92 points. So James says, should I get rid of Dawson or Wan Bissaka or Burnley defender? Now let me just check. Should I get rid of Dawson? Dawson, you could get rid of him for a Burnley defender. There's no problem with that. I think, yeah. 4.5, you could get Lowton for that price. Let me just check Lowton. Yeah, 4.4. So you could do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lowton's price will rise in upcoming days. I'm pretty sure about that. James, should I get rid of Dawson or Wan Bissaka for Burnley defense? I think it should be Dawson. Yeah, I think they still have decent fixtures. Man United. Let me just check already. Yeah, West Brom, Everton, Newcastle. Yeah, I think it should be Dawson. Dawson for Luton or maybe Ben Mee or any of those, right? Yeah, it should work out. James, if I were you, I'd remove Dawson, not Wan Bissaka for now. So Kieran says, Pope captain for Game Week 24. That might work out. That might work out because I do remember in Game Week 99, Kieran, one of our viewer captain Cresswell, right? And he had more points than us captaining De Bruyne. So yeah, maybe that might work out, Kieran. I hope that works out. That would be fun, right? So yeah, maybe it might work out. Uh, Subkaran says transferred Marshall out for DCL. There's no problem with that, Subkaran. I think DCL has now double game weeks. I think that's fine. Like no one could have predicted that Southampton would concede 9 goals. Like no way, no one could have known that, right? So I think having DCL is fine because he has double game week in game week 24. So I just don't know what you are complaining about, Subkaran. I think that's fine. I see no loss in there. It's fine. It's fine. Those points could be recovered. The point that you lost this week from Martial, those can be recovered in a game week 24 from DCL. So DCL also did score this week. So yeah, I don't know what you're complaining about. It's fine for me, I think. Isa says, hi Isa, thank you so much for joining in. Hello, hope you are doing well. Do you think I should get Ings DCL instead of Kane? If yes, who I get? So Isa, as I said, now according to what I read, Kane might just be back against Man City, right? That's what I read in one of the article, and the Spurs team just looks like it's broken without Kane right now. So I think I personally might lean towards Ings maybe. This also does not look that bad, but he's not on penalties. Uh, it's kind of difficult to separate between them because for Game Week 24, it's definitely DCL, right? Isa, or maybe both of them. You could get DCL and Ings, both of them. Like it's just difficult, differentiate because now DCL has double game week in Game Week 24, and Ings has double game week in Game Week 25, right? And after that, also after one more game week, there might be a double game week for both of them, both Ings and DCL. So I just don't see a lot to like differentiate between them. So yeah, it could be anyone. It could be anyone. Maybe both of them also wouldn't hurt Isa. Yeah. Uh, Isa says me or Pope to target Burnley defense. Thank you. Now, as I said, me is now this was one of the conversations I was having about, right? Me or Luton. Now, I think Luton does not have that kind of any attacking returns that me does have that because of his aerial threat, right? So me is kind of expensive though, and I think it should be Pope though, because like if you have place for that, like I personally have Martinez and I bought him for very cheap price. I don't want to remove Martinez from my goalkeeper, like the goalkeeper. I want to keep Martinez there. Isa. Now, if you want to remove a goalkeeper, maybe you have McCarthy who is struggling right now, right? Those kind of keeper, and if you want to remove him for Pope, I think that's fine. That's fine. I think his Pope's price kind of rose. I think recently, yeah, it's 5.5. Me is 4.9. Yeah, as I said, Isa, if you're comfortable removing, if your goalkeeper is struggling, right? If McCarthy, those kind of keeper is kind of struggling right now. So if you want to remove those kind of keeper for me, I mean for Pope, I think that's fine. Or else having me also does not look that bad at all to me, Isa. Uh, Isa says 81 points for you. Congrats. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Isa. I actually got 83 points this week. That yeah, graphical representation is wrong. Yeah, thank you so much, Isa. Thank you so much for joining in. Sukan says Chilwell replacement. Yeah, Chilwell did not start again, right? Uh yeah. Let me just check. Chilwell. Rudiger could be one. Like Rudiger is like now playing, consistently every week. Uh Now, one of the thing was Aston Villa players, right? I personally thought Aston Villa players also might have double game week soon, but they don't. One of the reason I bought Grealish in my team was because of potential double game week. Now, I was kind of suggesting everyone to go for target also because of that double game week, right? But it's not working out. So, uh, yeah, Supkarn, you should maybe go for the Burnley defenders for the upcoming for game week 24. I would personally do that, right? Utkrist. So, or maybe if you just want to stick with Chelsea players, you could go for Rudiger. There's no problem with that too. Or maybe Dallas also for at least gaming 25. There's double gaming. So I think just Sukwan, just target the double gaming players. Go for Dallas or go for Benmi or Luton or these kind of players, right? Who have double gaming. Now Dina might be also one of those, but still I don't expect a lot of defensive return from Dina. Maybe an attacking return, but when it comes to defensive return, I'm not a big fan of Everton. Right. So yeah, there are a lot of options, I think, Sukwan. It depends on what kind of budget you have and what kind of team you have. Uh Utkush says, my captain always gets two only. Therefore, I look at the most selected captain so that Managerial gets the same. Utkush, now, I think that now that is one of the reasons I did not captain Salah last week. I'm probably sure Utkush you captain Salah again. I don't know, right? What I'm trying to say is, I was like, me too. I was tired of like my captains getting only 2 points. Now this time it worked out, Fernandez, right? Because I wanted to not captain Salah and go out of that mainstream path, mainstream captainship. So I captained Fernandez. It kind of worked out. Now before this, I was playing it safe. I captained Gundogan. Nothing there. No point return there. I again captained Fernandez. I was just trying to play safe, and when I was trying to play safe, I was not getting good points. So this week I thought like I'll just go for something, you know, anything except for Salah. So that's what I thought. Now I think maybe take some risk with Chris. Maybe at least 1 week take some risk. It might work out. Like anyway, you are just getting two ways, right? You are playing it safe, and you're still getting 2 point return from your captain. Why would you not take a risk and maybe captain players like Bamford or Antonio or someone like that? It's all about risk. So yeah, it might pay off. So maybe Utrecht, try that. Maybe try and just 1 week, just for 1 week, try and captain someone else than Salah and these kind of mainstream players. It might work out. You never know. So James says, I was going to transfer in Antonio this week, but can't now because of the new matches. Yeah. Because of Antonio still does not look like a bad one, but still, if you can transfer a double gaming player, I think outdo the double gaming players, right? Like Antonio, I personally don't think he's a bad player at all, right? He just looks good on the pitch, and the fixtures are also not that bad. Let me just show you. I think it's West Ham, yeah, right? Yeah, Fulham, Sheffield, it's not bad fixture. So for at least these games, right, it's fine if you have Antonio, just leave him there. But again, he does not have double game week. So I personally, if I had the transfer, I use it on the double game week players, so much so that I can get as much as double game week players, right? So yeah, James. James says also I got 75 points, but somehow I went down places in my rank. Why is that? Maybe the average is more this week. Average 57. That shouldn't have happened though. 75 is a good point. 57. Maybe I don't know. That shouldn't have happened, I guess, because I have green arrow. I don't know. I have all the green arrows I need this week. So yeah, I'm around 600,000, I guess. So yeah, I really don't know, James. Uh, Daniel says, I just sent my team on Instagram. I have two free transfer, which let me just get to the Instagram then. Ankit, I still don't have a team. I don't know why I don't get Ankit and James team in James messages in my Instagram for some reason. I just don't know why. Uh, I think this is Utkrish's team. Save. Let me just refresh this. Daniel. Daniel, yeah, I do have Daniel's team. I don't have Ankit's team though. Uh, Daniel, could you please send me a photo, not a disappearing message? So yeah, in PC Instagram, you can really in the laptop you can really see disappearing messages. It's only for mobile phones. Daniel, yeah, please send me a photo and not a disappearing message, and I'll be more than happy to review it. Yeah. Utkrish says, bro, my team. Oh yeah, I just got I got your team. Let me just open your team, Utkrish. Uh, so this is what Utkrish team looks like. So he says, uh, replacement for Saka and Wilson. Now, Saka, I watched that Arsenal game, right? Now, until that David Luiz red card, like they were completely dominant on the pitch. Like they were doing very good. Like I feel like Arsenal were kind of unlucky, the way that game ended, right? I think Arsenal kind of deserve something. Looking at how they were playing in the first half, I think they did deserve something there. But still, I don't know. Like they did look good, and Saka particularly, he did look very good. He almost scored, right? I don't know, like Saka, but still he does not have a double game week. So, I think for that kind of pricing, I just suggest you to go for Rafinha Utkrist. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I don't know if anyone is a big fan of James Rodriguez for his price, right? Because he was benched, but still, I feel like that was a tactical decision to bench James Rodriguez against Leeds, and it worked out. They got the 3 points, right? So I feel like James won't be rotated again, but for Saka, I think if you want to go for a double gaming player, it should be Rafinha if you have the money. Uh, Utquist, right? Instead, I got one transfer and 8 million in the bank. That's a lot of money. So you want to remove Wilson. Uh, so this is what it looks like. Saka for Rafinha for sure. Man City, you have three Man City players. Stones, maybe a rotation risk though. Gundogan Diaz seems fine. Pope, Kufal. Yeah, you could remove Kufal also for a Burnley defender in next game though, not this one. Son seems fine. Fernandez seems fine. Suchek also, yeah, Suchek. But Suchek again scored, like it's he's. I think for that kind of value. Now James was kind of telling me how Suchek has almost equal points or more points than Sterling this season as of now, right? And that is kind of surprising because that is one thing I did not know, right? And yeah, Saka. For Saka, it should be Rafinha in my opinion. For now, according to what I see right now, I think it should be Rafinha. Yeah. Except for that, now Southampton have double gaming. I don't know if I want any Southampton midfielder, right? Not Ward-Prowse, not Armstrong. Now, other team that has double gaming is Everton. James Rodriguez might be one, but I don't know if I want to invest that kind of money on him. And next is Man City, right? You want to target, and Man City you already have Gundogan. Now you might want to go for Sterling. For that, you'll have to remove Stones though, so that you have to take -4. So yeah, it just looks like logically it looks like it should be Rafinha or Harrison from Leeds. It just looks like that to me. For the free transfer, removing Saka, 8 million. Yeah, it looks like Rafinha or Harrison maybe. Yeah, yeah. It just looks like that for me. For Game Week 25 double Game Week. And next week, Utkrist, what you could do is get a Burnley defender for Kufal. Yeah, you already have Dina. I think that's fine for Game Week 25 double week. Yeah, yeah. Suchek also. You could play around with Suchek also. Wilson replacement. Yeah, it should be Ings maybe when it comes to forward. Now Gabriel Jesus is also one of those players who has a very good XG, but I don't know if he'll keep on playing because in one of the interview of like in one of the press conference of Pep Guardiola, what he said was there are some games where he has to use center forwards, and there are some games where he does not need center forward at all. So it depends. It depends. That's what he said. So He says like that means that evidently means that Gabriel Jesus won't be playing every game. So it just means that uh, I would suggest to Gabriel Jesus because he's on I think fifth when it comes to expected goals. But still, I don't think like he won't be played consistently. That's for sure. That's for sure. Uh, Wilson for Ings that could work out. You already have Calvert Lewin. You could also bring Watkins, right? But I don't know when Watkins double game week is. I personally am waiting for Aston Villa's double game week announcement too, because I do think there has to be a double game week for Aston Villa soon. I don't know when though. But for now, looking at the performance, Antonio should be the one looking at the performance, right? Antonio and Watkins looking at the performance and looking at the fixture, it should be Ings, I think, for Wilson with Christ. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that should be it. I think, or else I think it's fine. What was your other questions? Uh, my captain always. Not that question. Outquist my team on 8 million in the bank. Yeah, yeah. Do that. Saka for Rafinha or Harrison. Wilson for. Uh, if you are targeting fixture for double game week, Ings. If you are targeting form, you should go for Watkins or Antonio. Yeah. Uh, that should be it. Isa says, do you think Kane will drop to 10.9? I don't want to lose value with him. Let me just check already. I've not been checking prices of anyone because I don't want to. I'm not making any transfer this week. I'm pretty sure about that. Uh, you yeah, for those kind of things, Isa, you could check fantasy football fix. I think that is way more easier than the FPL statistics, right? I think that is way more easier. Let me just check though, Kane. Yeah, it does not look like it's gonna change. I think it has already changed now. It's 11 million, 10.9. Yeah, it's already -1. Yeah, I think it will change soon. Yeah, it's already -1. So Isa, 10.9. Did it just drop from 11 million? Because it still shows like just check fantasy football fix for now. I have to log in and do all that stuff, so I'm kind of I don't want to do that right now. Just check fantasy football fix. They will show you more accurate way of the price changes. Sagnik says, I'm 65 this game week with one Bisaka 17 and Watkins 6 in bench. The news, yeah. So Sagnik now had about 34 points in game week 18. I'd want to show his team, but I don't know where his team is. In my league, Sagnik, do you know your position in the Honest FPL league? Because I don't. Who is on the top right now? It's Luke. Okay, I think he's new. Yeah, Luke is new. I don't know who Luke is, but yeah, I think it's new. Uh, 85 points, decent. Everyone did a very good this week. Yeah, Sagni, if you know your position, please let me know. I'd be so happy to show your team to everyone right now. Cause like I don't know, most of his points are always on bench. For Sagni, cause in game week, I think 20 he had about 34 points in his bench, and after that game week he has about 27 points in his bench, and again this week he still has about 20 something points on his bench. So yeah, he's kind of unlucky when it comes to bench. So Sagnik is, I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of being more popular for his bench rather than his first 11. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I hope it works out soon, Sagnik. Utkush says, I took risk and captain Saka, lol, not Salah. Uh, Differential hurt, man. Before I captain Fernandez, then change it to Saka. Salah is not even in my team. So Utkush, yeah, now going for the differential captain, it's fine. But again, as I said, like if it's not the talisman or maybe not on penalties or free kicks, there's no way I'm captaining. Like Salah was a sure shot kind of not sure shot, but the safest captain pick according to the all the the FPL gurus and experts and all that stuff. So Salah looked like the most safe captain, but right now, according to looking at the performance of the players, there's no thing as safe captain. Like Son is inconsistent, Fernandez is super inconsistent. He was lucky, I think he got those kind of points last week. I was lucky to captain him. Salah super inconsistent. Not just Salah, Liverpool entire team kind of looks inconsistent right now. So Saka not on penalties, not on free kicks, not on any kind of set pieces, and he was also I think kind of dubbed at injured. But still, yeah, he was fine, I guess. Now I think TNA is having a long-term kind of injury. That's what I read, right? I'm not sure yet. So Utkrist, yeah, it's fine. It could have easily worked out though, Utkrist, because like Saka almost scored. I did watch that match. So Saka does look good when he does play, Utkrist. So it might have worked out. But yeah, it's all about luck sometimes, Utkrist. But yeah, you took chance. I think you should do that. I think playing safe is not working out at all right now, to be honest. So Daniel says recent. Okay, Daniel's team. Where's Daniel? I don't see Daniel's team here. I think I got the team. Yeah, I think I got the team. Uh, okay. So Dan, what do you want from your team? Like captainship transfers. What do you want? Yeah, please. Anyone sending me your team, please let me know what do you want from your team. Like, it is about the transfer. Is it the first 11? Anything? Because when you just send me your team, I just kind of get lost, right? So this is what Daniel's team looks like. So it is kind of blurry, but still, I think we could read players. Rafinha's son, Gundogan, Salah, Madison. Listed don't have double game week. Antonio. The team looks fine, pretty mainstream, right? Martin Martinez, Kufar, Rafinha. So yeah, Walker Peters looks like the one you should get rid of, maybe for a Burnley defender, right? That could work out, or maybe Dallas. That could also work out. Kufal, I think if you have Kufal, maybe like I think it's Walker Peters that needs to be managed in your team. Maybe even Son after this game week, if you want, if there's any player that you want, right? Maybe Son can also be played around with. Madison looks fine. He's doing fine right now. Antonio, fine. Bamford, fine. Yeah, yeah. Walker Peters is one of those you could play around with. Kufal is another player, right? Let me just. Yeah, there's no question from Daniel. Yeah. So Daniel, yeah, as I said, Walker Peters, play around with him. Remove Walker Peters for maybe Dallas or maybe a Burnley defender. That should work out. Daniel. Yeah. Uh, okay. Sagnik says, send my team thinking of getting Rafinha in place of Tillmans. Okay. Sagnik's team is here. So, like, we all kind of have similar kind of team. I don't know, like, but we do. Like, everyone's team looks pretty similar. There's not much you can like differentiate with. Uh, so I think captainship is the best way to have a better rank, because everyone kind of have literally now I and Sagni kind of have like this looks like my team. Like I don't have Watkins from this team. I don't have Tielemans and one Bisaka. Except for that, I think pretty much this is what my team looks like. So yeah, I think captainship is the only factor that will kind of determine how my points and Sagnik's point will be in upcoming days. So yeah, playing around with captainship, I think that will benefit you if you get it right. So yeah, what Sagnik has said is thinking of getting Rafinha in place of Stillemans. Okay, please suggest a playing 11 for Game Week 23 and potential transfers for double game week. So as I said, for double game week, I personally am maybe remove Kufal for maybe Lowton or Benme. That's what I personally might do. Now, if you are planning to use maybe bench boost, I don't know. Like I personally also might use bench boost in game week 24 because I'm so close to just I just have to do is remove Foster and bring maybe someone and remove Davis and maybe bring someone who has double game week or maybe take at least -4. That might work out if I want to do that, right? But still, it's still not as big enough of a double game week personally. So I don't know. I don't think I'm using any kind of chip in game week 24. But what I personally think from this is Sagnik, like this is very similar to my team, super similar to my team. Removing Tillemans for Rafinha, that seems fine to me. Double game weeks, and also in blank game week, also Rafinha has fixtures, so I don't see any problem there. I would have told you to get Gundogan, if not Rafinha, but you already have Gundogan. So for Kufal, yeah, maybe bring a Burnley defender next week. For this week, I think the team looks fine to me. I wouldn't do anything. Captaining, yeah, my personal also captaining Bamford or Fernandez. I don't know which player yet, but yeah, from those two, at least one of them. I'm not sure yet. Sagnik though. For transfers, yeah, do that. Do just bring Burnley or Leeds player. That would work out. That should work out for you, Sagnik. Uh, okay. Okay. Fazli says just send my team. Fazli's team. So this is Fazli's team. Mm. So this is what his team looks like. Fadli says, I don't think Barnes can get any points. Who should I get and rate my team? Now I don't know how to rate the team because I don't do that, right? Uh, I could make Barnes Wolves. Barnes does look like explosive. Like I don't have too much problem with Barnes. Carvalho and Dina, yeah, two of the 25 double game week. So Antonio seems fine. Lingard, you already got Lingard. Did you have Lingard last week, Fazli, or did you just get him in? Like if you had Lingard last week, like I think I need to salute you. Maguire, Dallas, Diaz, Fabianski seems fine. I guess you could get someone else there. Dallas, Maguire. If you want to remove Barnes, I don't see a big problem there. You could get Gundogan there. Yeah, yeah. Gundogan does not look that bad. For this week, if you are targeting for this week, I think you could play Calvert-Lewin instead of Barnes, right? Fazli, that could work out. Yeah, yeah. I think if this was my team, I think maybe I'll try Calvert-Lewin instead of Barnes, and next week I'll remove Barnes for maybe Gundogan or Rafinha. Yeah, that should work out. That should work out. Because in forward, I don't see you. I don't feel like you need to make a lot of changes. You could change Walker Peters to Burnley defender or Dallas or these kind of players who have double game weeks, right? That will benefit you in a longer term, at least till game week 27. So yeah, if you want to remove Barnes, I think Gundogan should be the one looking at his price. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do that. The team looks fine. So what was your other question? I don't know how to rate the team, so I don't think Barnes can. Yeah, which way? Yeah, go for those two players, Rafinha and Gundogan. Any one of them. I think it should be fine if you get any one of them. Fazli. So James says, did you see what happened to that lad who plays for Ajax? He got banned from football. I did not know that. But one thing I do know about Ajax is they kind of forgot the name, like to put the name of Haller in the the UEFA fixtures. So he won't be able to play. I think Europa League or something. I was kind of reading that news. I don't know what's happening with Ajax right now. So yeah, I've not been updated with what you are saying, James. So yeah, I think that happened with Haller. Uh, Padri says, "What's your thought on getting Rudiger in for KWP and start him ahead of Diaz? That could work out. Now that could work out. What was your team? Dallas, Maguire, Diaz. That could work out. Yeah, that but non yeah it's like you don't have to always transfer the players with double game mix, right? Like non-double game mix players leading towards Rudiger 4.5 only, right? So that could work out. That could work out. You can do that. Yeah, if you are fine with just bringing in a player who does not have double game mix player fastly, if you are fine with that, like I can't argue with Rudiger right now. He's been consistent, keeping clean sheets for I think last 3 straight weeks, right? So yeah, I can't complain with that. If you are fine with not he with Rudiger not having double game week, Fazli, I think that's fine. That's fine. That's no problem. It's personal preference, right? I personally want to use my free transfer for double gaming players. So yeah. Utkarsh says Leeds have no double gaming on gaming 26. So Rafinha is not option, bro. I think Wilson to Ings, bro. Kufal plays Sheffield on gaming 24. It's a clean sheet. I don't know. Is it a clean sheet though? Like Sheffield score in all the fixtures that they have played against Man United. So Man United is still a good team and still Sheffield scores. So Kufal, I don't know. But still, now as I said, like I would always consider a player who has two games rather than one, right? And now although that yeah, Kufal has a good game against Fulham. I mean, yeah, what I'm trying to say is in game week 24, although Kufal faces Sheffield, right? Uh, the Burnley player. Let me open the Burnley player first. Let's say me. Now me has I think Crystal Palace without Zaha and Brighton. So I think I would rather go for the two game week players. And also one thing I noticed about Kufal is I think after that game the game gets kind of difficult. Yeah, after Sheffield, I think I'll remove him anyway because he faces Spurs and Man City. So like I don't have a big problem removing him. I want to play him this week to be honest in my team. Play Kufal, but I also want to play Dallas. So should I do something like this? Does not like this does like I don't know. This kind of looks stupid, I guess. Benching Cancelo and Diaz. Like looking at that Liverpool defense right now, benching Diaz and Cancelo just feels stupid to me. Like this, but this logically does look good. What do you guys think? The defense. This logically does look good, but again, benching Cancelo and Diaz, I don't know. It just looks stupid to me. Yeah, what was I talking about? Utkrist. Yeah, yeah. About Kufal. Uh, Now, on other thing, let me just open that first. This one, right? So another thing is Utkrist. Burnley might also, right? Utkrist. Now we are pretty sure they have double gaming in 24, right? And Burnley players. Let's say I remove Kufal for Luton, right? Now Burnley surely have a double gaming in 24. They might also have a double gaming in 26. So if I have Kufal, there's no double gaming in 24, and there's no double game. There's no double game in 26. So like in space of 3 game weeks, I'll have 4 games from Luton or Benmi, and from Kufal, I'll only have 2 games. So I don't know. Mathematically, logically, it sounds like removing Kufal for Luton or Benmi. It kind of should work out, right? Now Spurs and Leicester, maybe there's not a lot of clean sheet there, but again, Kufal is also playing against, I think, Man City, right? Let me just check already. Man City and another, yeah, Spurs and Man City. So yeah, I think it should work out. Removing Kufal for Luton or Benmi, maybe it should work out. I don't know. So yeah, about benching Cancelo and Diaz, what do you think about that? Please let me know in the chat box. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This just feels stupid though, benching Cancelo and Diaz. But logically, I think it should be Cancelo and Diaz who should be benched. Okay, what was I talking about? Yusuf says, "Hi, bro. Thank you, Yusuf from USA. Thank you so much for joining in." Uh, Fazli says, "Leeds have a double game week on 25th." Yeah, yeah. So I'm not complaining about that. Uh, Isa says, "Fantasy football fix." Okay, thank you. Yeah, Isa, check out fantasy football fix for the price changes. I think it's the best one because they show like today or tomorrow. The price change predictor does not, right. The FPL statistics that does not show today or tomorrow or any kind of date, but fantasy football fix kind of predicts, right? So it kind of helps, Isa. So FPL Sum says, "Hello, bro. Thanks so much, FPL Sum, for joining in." Uh, okay, where was I? I started very late. I'm 81st. Okay, let me just show. I don't know. Let me just show Sagnik's team. He kind of has been unlucky uh, with his benching options. I think this is Sagnik's team. Yeah, Sagnik, FC Bayern Munchen. So this is what Sagnik's team looks like. So he just has been no, he kind of does make a good selection. Like this team, the first 11. This does not look half bad. Like these are the players. Like everyone kind of delivered 65 points. Like if he had a good captain, right, it should have worked out. It should have worked out. But now look at the bench. 17 points, 6 points. Now I think that's fine. That's fine compared to what you're going to see next. I think that kind of point is fine. And now after that, he had Martinez 10, Bamford 15, 25 points on bench. And again, after that, he had 10, 20, 35 points on bench. So you see what I'm talking about. He has been super, super unlucky how he's benching the players, right? So yeah, Sagni, please let us know who are you benching this week, so that we can put them in our first 11. So yeah, he has been kind of super unlucky, but still the choices he has in the first 11 is still good. Like his bench is so strong that his bench is scoring more than his first 11. That is kind of unfortunate, but lasting for last 3 game weeks. Now 35 points here, uh, 25 points here, and again I don't know, something 20, 26, 25 points again here. So that has been super, super, unlucky for you, Sagnik. So I hope you do good in upcoming weeks. Like, best of luck. Thank you for sticking around. So yeah, this is just unfortunate. Like, I would have killed myself if something like this would have happened. Like and not just for one week, like 3 straight weeks. So yeah, it's just unlucky, Sagnik. Uh, so where was I? Yusuf says, "I sent you my squad on Instagram." Okay, Yusuf, yeah, I have a squad here. Uh, Now Burnley could concede, right? Like Burnley are not the safest team of defensively, but still, if you look at the Burnley side, I think if I was going to buy a Burnley player, like it wouldn't be Wood or Westwood or the kind of attacking players. I'd go for the defenders. So yeah, now they could concede in both the games, right? Because it's Burnley, they can concede against Crystal Palace and other team, but still, I feel like it's still a safer bet to get a Burnley defender than an attacker for double game week. So that is why I'm kind of suggesting everyone to get the Burnley players. It might backfire. I'm sorry if that happens. I can't predict the future, right? So yeah. Uh, okay, Yusuf says. Okay, what does Yusuf say? Transfer suggestion: have one free transfer and 0.9. One free transfer. One free transfer. Dallas Cancelo. For this week, I think, yeah, I have one free. I think I would save the transfer. Yeah, Antonio Bamford's son, Grealish, Salah, Fernandez, Guna. Yeah. There's nothing I'd want to change in this team. Now, Cancelo could be a rotation risk, but still, Adams looks like a player that needs to leave your team. But again, he has a double game coming up, so maybe hold on to him. Now, one thing is about now liability players, right? Adams is a liability player, and James and I were talking about Wood also. Now, Wood also is a player like who does not deliver a lot, but he also had double game week coming up, right? So maybe holding on to Wood, Adams might pay off in double game weeks, right, Yusuf? So I tell you to remove Adams for maybe some of the other player with double game week. But again, still just hold on to Adams and maybe play him in game week 25. I guess he has double game week. Uh, Diaz fine, Balbuena. The team looks fine to me though, Yusuf. Yeah, I wouldn't make any changes. Balbuena looks like the one that needs to leave, but still your bench is still strong enough. Adams fine, Diaz fine, Johnston fine. Yeah, yeah. Balbuena is the one that needs to leave your team. Because yeah, he's not getting minutes. But except for that, the team looks fine. Just save the transfer for now, Yusuf. If you're it's one transfer, I think you should save it. Yeah, you should save it. And maybe next week, let's see what happens. But for this week, I think I would save it. Yusuf, yeah, save your transfer. Infamous says, hi tips. Thank you, Infamous. Thank you so much for joining in. Ankit says, did you get my team? Ankit, let me refresh. Yeah, yeah, Ankit, your team. I just don't know why I don't get Ankit's team, Ankit and James's messages. Uh, okay. So this is what Ankit's team looks like. So Ankit is in second position when it comes to our FPL league right now. So yeah, this is what the team looks like. Uh, Fernandez. Are you captaining Fernandez again, Ankit? Do you think captaining Fernandez two 2 weeks in a row will that work out? What do you think? I'm personally leaning towards Bamford and Fernandez, right? Antonio against Fulham does not look bad. Like Antonio, is he on penalties? I don't know. I did not watch that game, right? I can't watch all the games. So I did Antonio take penalty or something like that happen? If Antonio is on penalty, I think I might want him too because he like without penalty he already looks very deadly, and with penalties like I'd want to get him. And it is the same thing with Bamford, Before he did not take penalties, and after he took penalties, I got him. So yeah, if Antonio is on penalties, do let me know in the chat box. I think Antonio could be a good asset. Yeah, and captaining also. If Antonio is on penalties, I think captaining also might work out. I don't see a lot of problem captaining Antonio if he's on penalties, right? So Cancelo, yeah, we're benching Cancelo. So yeah, I also do want to play Dallas. That means I'll have to bench Diaz and Cancelo. So much money, so much money. And like looking at Liverpool's defense, like as I said, I did watch Liverpool's that press conference, Klopp's recent press conference. He did not give anything away about Mane or the new center backs. The new two new center backs. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But still, Mane did train. So he said that Mane was healthy enough to train. So maybe he'll start also. Uh, yeah, the team looks good. There's nothing I would want to say. You already have three Man City players. The captainship now, it's captainship. Yeah, maybe I'll captain Fernandez or Bamford. I don't know yet. But yeah, like not that it's not gonna happen that like Man United's opponents are not gonna concede two red cards every week. So I don't know if Fernandez is that good. Like Fernandez, he kind of is dropping kind of deep. That is one thing I worry about Fernandez, right? Like I was like super frustrated. Like Man United already had scored 4 goals in the first half, and Fernandez was not involved in literally anything, like literally nothing. So that was kind of frustrating. But still, at the end of the moment, I thought Fernandez would be substituted in the second half, to be honest, and it was sadly Rashford. So yeah, and for Shaw owners also, I think Shaw was kind of substituted in 51 minutes. Yeah, that was kind of unlucky. Yeah, yeah, the team looks fine, Ankit. Justin against Wolves. Maybe you could play around with Justin and Cancelo, I guess. Wolves are not looking good at all. I know, like against Arsenal also, they were not looking good at all until David Luiz considered that red. But still, let's see if this is the changing point for Wolves. That might happen. So maybe you can play around with Cancelo and Justin, I guess. Except for that, there's nothing more I could complain about, I guess. Yeah, the team looks fine to me, Ankit. Uh, Infamous says Captain Bruno or Antonio. Like, please, anyone, do anyone know is Antonio is on penalties? I think one of our viewers said Antonio is on penalties in recent game. I did not watch the recent game of Antonio. So if he's on penalty against Fulham, highest XG, I think captaining Antonio should be safe this week if he's on penalties. I would do that if I had Antonio, right? Because as I said, according to the XG, he's just behind Raheem Sterling. He's in second position, and if he's on penalties and facing Fulham, I think I would captain Antonio. I don't know if he's on penalties though. Please let me know in the chat box if any one of you knows. So Vivek says, should I bench DCL or Wilson? DCL. Mm, Southampton look bad, but Newcastle look worse. But again, Newcastle beat Everton. But again, DCL kind of scored this week. Uh, like on paper, you should play Wilson, Vivek. If I had Wilson and DCL, I think I would probably play Wilson. Yeah, on penalties. Yeah, and Southampton not having Walker Peters, not having Vestergaard, and conceding 9. Now they're not going to concede 9 again, but still, mm, yeah, I think it should be Wilson. Yeah, looking at the recent form, like Everton, like DCL should score against Man United too. I think because I'm personally paying him to. Still, it's DCL. He can score against anyone. He's that this season is his season. So, but still, I think I'm going to say Vivek. I think I'm going to say Wilson, but still, Newcastle can be super inconsistent. Like I wouldn't trust Newcastle at all. But again, Southampton are in very bad position. Like as I said, like Southampton, if it wasn't for that two red cards, right? Southampton wouldn't have considered the goal in which range they did, right? They wouldn't have considered 9. But still, Wilson against Southampton still looks fine because of their defensive problems right now. And now I think one more player is red carded. Yeah. So Vivek, I think it should be Wilson. Yeah, on penalties. You should go for Wilson, I think, Vivek. At least this week. At least this week. Maybe take chance. The reproduction says one Bisaka or Dallas to replace Chilwell. Dallas, double game week player. Yeah, yeah. I won't expect a lot of uh, you know, defensive return. But again, yeah, I think I uh this is difficult. Let me just open that again once. Uh, this is this is for Dallas, right? Dallas has in 25, 25, and no, no. Wolves, Southampton. Is there a clean sheet? Southampton, Danny Ings, Wolves. This is tough. Leeds. I think it should be Leeds looking at the double game week. I would always prefer a double game week player. Like you don't know, you just don't know. Dallas could keep a clean sheet at least. Now, if he does not keep two clean sheets, right? Deep production. Maybe he won't. Leeds won't. Dallas won't keep clean sheet in Wolves, or maybe he could keep in Southampton, and he might return attacking return too. So I think you should go for Dallas looking at the double game week fixture. But again, if you just look at the single week fixture, Man United have a good fixtures too, good run of fixtures too. West Brom, Newcastle. Uh, this is just difficult, but I think it should be Dallas. Maybe take chance with Dallas for at least double game week. Yeah, yeah. It might work out. Now, the fixtures don't look bad for Wan Bissaka here either. It's kind of difficult, but still, I think if you kind of expect clean sheet, I think you should expect that from Wan Bissaka, right? Deep production. But again, Dallas has double game week, so it is kind of difficult. Dallas, I don't expect a lot of clean sheet from Dallas. But again, if Dallas keep at least one clean sheet, I think it's a win. It's a win in double game week. So maybe try with Dallas. Yeah, maybe it might work out. It might work out. Uh, okay. So one Bisaka could get more clean sheets maybe, but Leeds will have double game week soon. Yeah, yeah. Deep production. Also, what do you think? Should I replace to add Grealish? Madison or Gundogan? Yeah, it should be Madison. I can't remove Gundogan. How can you remove Gundogan? Madison is doing good, right? But still, Gundogan has double game week, and it looks like he won't be substituted. As I said, I talked about this, right? I thought Gundogan would be rotated this week. He did not. He has played 90 minutes straight, and he has done that before also, playing full 90 minutes. And this was when there was De Bruyne. He was getting this kind of minutes when there was De Bruyne. So uh, not having De Bruyne, I think he'll still play at these games. Like he's a very creative player. He still gets so much forward. Like he kind of plays like a second striker. So no. The fixtures are not good enough, but still he won't be dropped, and he's playing for Man City. So it's difficult to say to remove Madison though. Looking at the recent form, let me check Madison fixtures. Liverpool, yeah, the fixture are Liverpool, Wolves. I think you can't remove Gundogan right now. I personally think so. Now, after that announcement of double game week, right? Would you want to remove Gundogan? Now, let me show you this again. I don't know. I'll have to be opening and closing this picture again and again. Deep production. Now, If Man City already have double game week in 24 confirmed, right? And they might again have double game week. Gundogan might again have double game week in 26 or 27. So I think if you have Gundogan, it's safe to say I think you just keep him there. Yeah. Like as I said, in 4 weeks he'll have. I mean, 4 weeks there will be two double game weeks. So yeah, I think I'll keep Gundogan. I don't want to remove Madison though. Uh Maybe don't get Grealish for now. I don't know. I think it should be Madison remove Madison for Grealish. I think it should be that personally. That's what I think. Gundogan is too much of a value, for that kind of 5.8. I think now, right? I got him for 5.4, 5.5. So I think that's just too good value to get rid of deep production. So James says, do I buy Dallas or Luton this week? This week it should be, I think, Dallas. Let me check Luton's fixture first. Luton, longer term also, I think he has good fixture. I was checking out. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, no, no, no. Brighton is doing good right now. Don't play anyone against Brighton because I think I do remember one of our viewer. I don't know exactly who, but one of our viewer kind of, uh, you know, suggested me to go for White, the defender. He's cheap, I think 4.4. Yeah, White. He has been playing full minutes, right? And he has been. Look at these points. Look at these points. And one of our viewer kind of suggested me to go for White, and I kind of laughed at it, but I did not know they have been keeping clean sheet for so long now. And against Spurs, against Liverpool. So yeah, maybe Brighton players are not the one to play against right now. Now Brighton have a good reputation going forward. Now they are also going good defensively. So maybe James, yeah, go for Dallas. Yeah, maybe Dallas. Yeah, yeah, I think that would be good. Uh Utkush says, bench Calvert, bro. Lol, play Diaz. I don't know if I can do that. Uh, Liverpool not scoring, that can happen, but I think Mane will be back this week, though. It's difficult. It's difficult. Now, this is what I have for now, right? Calvert-Lewin against Man United. I think Calvert-Lewin can get something there. Maybe there's something there. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. It's just difficult. I don't like this kind of situation. So I don't like good bench at all. But this COVID season has forced me to have a good bench. And also that game week 19, where we packed up with the double game week players. So I want to play Dallas though ahead of Cancelo, to be honest. Let's see what happens. Utki says 4 defense, 1 forward. Cancelo. Maybe I'll play Cancelo rather than Diaz, to be honest. Utkesh. But do I want to? I don't want to bench Calvert Lewin, to be honest. This looks fine, but still Calvert Lewin. I don't know. I think I'm kind of holding on to the reputation that Calvert Lewin has, right, rather than the game itself. Playing against Man United might not be that easy, but still, Man United don't have the best defense. The Man United defense has improved in recent days, but still, they are not the best defensive side. So, uh, maybe something like this. I'm seriously kind of thinking of benching Diaz and Cancelo this week. Playing against Man City. But again, Cancelo is too good if he plays. If he plays, I don't want to bench him. Yeah, and yeah, please subscribe if you are new, and please do drop a like. That will help a lot. We have 10 likes. So yeah, please do drop a like and do subscribe. Thank you. So I just don't know with my first 11. I just don't like this. Like benching Diaz and Cancelo kind of feels stupid. I could remove Calvert Lewin for Cancelo, but again, Cancelo could be rotated. That is another problem that I have. Yeah, let's see. Anis says hello there. Anis, thank you so much for joining in. Utkarsh says, Sagni, kindly send your bench team in the last minute review so we can play them. Yeah, Utkarsh, yeah, please do that. Please do that. Please let us know who we are benching. It could be a big help to every one of us. But yeah, Sagni, yeah, so good to have you in the stream. Yeah, best of luck though. I hope you do good in upcoming days. I hope you get your decisions right, Sagni. Uh, James says, "Can you check my position in your league?" I think it would be easier if you do that, James. I don't know. I'll have to be looking forever for your team. Now, as I said, from here, I know Ankit from here. I do know Parasar. We have kind of had some conversation in Insta. Utkrist, I do know. Makwang, I do know. Uh, Bishal Rai also, I do know. Um, Steven Starfield, not here. I think he captained Sterling this week. I think it worked out. It worked out. Vignesh also, we do know where's I just saw Vignesh, I guess. Vignesh, yeah, Vignesh. So yeah, James Gabrielli, the best team. That's the name of James Gabrielli. So yeah, he's doing fine. To be honest, as of recent days, I think he has been doing fine, right? Yeah, 75, 77. He's been getting decent points. 73. I think he's doing too good. Yeah, and yeah, just so you know, this is the 122. This is the first time that James is playing FPL, and his rank is around 100,000 right now. So yeah, kudos, man. Like this is too good. 73 in 21, 77, right? Salah. Yeah, I also had the Salah that game, but still. Vice captain Salah. Oof. Yeah, yeah. 21, 22, 75. Yeah, James is playing FPL for the first time. He already is in around 100,000. So yeah, get some inspiration from him, I guess. Yeah, doing too good. He's doing too good for now. Okay, where was I? Where was I? 2020 says Antonio as captain. Yeah, please, anyone, if anyone of you knows if Antonio is on penalties, please let me know because I don't. I did not watch the match. Tim Wilton says I have two free transfer. I have Robertson and TA, both of them. Who should I buy? Go for Man City defender. Maybe not this week. Maybe not this week. Don't go for Man City defender this week. I think this is so tricky. You could go for Chelsea defender, but again, team they don't have double game week. You could go for Rudiger, right? You could remove like there's too many good players in defense. I can suggest you, right? But it depends on what do you prefer. If you prefer double game week players, it should be Dallas or Burnley defenders, right? Team Wilton. Now, if you are fine with players who don't have double game week but have good fixture, it should be Rudiger and maybe also Man City players. Now, Man City play against Liverpool this week, so it would be kind of stupid to suggest you to go for Man City defenders this week, particularly. Maybe after this week for double game week, you could get Man City defenders, right? Team Wilton. So I think for now you could go for Dallas. Yeah, Dallas should be the one, or Rudiger. Yeah, Tim Wilton. Those two are your choices. Now it depends on what is your preference. Uh, is it a double game week player or a single game week player? So yeah, Rudiger and Dallas should work out for Robertson and TA. Yeah, yeah. Don't use both the transfer. Maybe just use one of them for this week, I guess. Uh, Ankit says, I'm planning to wildcard in 25 and bench boost in 26. Just want to know the fixture after the FA Cup games. Yeah, maybe I also might do that, Ankit, right? But again, as I said, my team does not look like a team that needs a wildcard. So I don't know if I want to use it, to be honest. Because now, Ankit, we do know now, right? Now, after February 14th, Champions League will start. And after Champions League, there will be so much rotation and injuries because there will be international games. There will be Champions League, there will be Premier League. The games will come so thick and fast, and traveling means more coronavirus infection possibilities, right? Because for the Champions League, you'll have to travel to other nations. So, yeah, there is a risk, but still, I feel like you should capitalize on the fact there is a big double game week in game week 26, right? Ankit, I do know where you're coming from. I personally also think using wildcard in 26 and bench boosting, wildcard in 25 and bench boosting in 26 looks like a fine idea. But again, as I said, now this team does not look like a team that needs a wild card. Like I'm seriously benching Cancelo and Diaz this week, maybe. So yeah, yeah, I just don't know yet. I just don't know yet. Unless someone gets injured or gets coronavirus, I think I still have to think. I still have to think. Uh, Ankit says bench boost and get points from all 15 players who played two games in one game week. But again, still we still don't know about the Man City players, right? They might not play full two games. That is a worry. And yeah, okay. Have you used your free hit? Because what are you planning for Game Week 19? Please, I mean Game Week 29. Please let me know the blank Game Week, right? Everyone watching right now, I personally am kind of stuck when it comes to the blank Game Week in 29 because I don't have a free hit, and I don't want to use my wild card for Game Week 29 in the blank and just pack up with players who are like I don't know, like blank Game Week players. I don't want to do that. So I just don't know what to do with Game Week 29. Maybe I'll just play with 6, 7, or 8 players if I have to, or maybe use triple captain just so that I can bring the points in balance for that week, right? So I just don't know what to do for Game Week 29. So yeah, please let me know what you are thinking of Game Week 29 if you don't have a free hit like me. Uh, so okay, where was I? Abhishek says, "Hey man, time to drop City defenders." Nah, why would you do that? Again, do I have to open the chart again? Because City defense has a double game week in game week 24, and again maybe there's a double game week in 26 or 27 for City. So yeah, in 4 weeks, two double game weeks consecutively. So I wouldn't personally do that, I guess. Uday says 36 team in a league. Please review 36. Uday bhai. Let me just open my honest. Yeah, 36, 36, 36. I think this is way more easier to review, I guess. Highlander. Yeah, I think this is a way more easier way to, uh, review the teams. 91 points. That's good point. Sterling. Yeah, okay. You also captain Sterling. Justin, maybe Justin. Justin again Wolves. I don't know. It feels like uh, I don't know. It does not feel like I want to play Justin against Wolves. I don't know. The game would have been pretty different, like against Arsenal for Wolves if it was not for that red card, because like Wolves kind of looked terrible before that red card. Uh, Diaz, Cresswell seems fine. Diaz fine. Son fine. Suchek fine. Bench is Dallas. I think you should play Dallas for Justin this week. Son, Gundogan, Antonio. Yeah, yeah, pretty like everyone's team looks like this. And Kane also, yeah, Kane might return against Man City. Maybe I'm not sure, right? There might be early return. A lot of money on the bench. Kane could be played around with maybe Calvert Lewin or Ings for the double game week, right? Now we don't know when is Watkins double game week, so maybe not Watkins for now. Zuma also, you could play around with Zuma for a Burnley defender. You already have three Man City players, so no complaints there. So yeah, I think this looks fine. Like Kane and Zuma, I think that's a lot of money. Except for that, the team looks fine to me. And played Dallas, I think, ahead of Justin this week. Yeah, except for that, I think it's fine. I think this is a way easier way to kind of review teams, I guess, right? Like just look from the league and just open it. Yeah, I think I should start doing that now. Yeah. Abhishek says, you think someone like Turskowski a good pick for at least 3 to 4 weeks? Maybe it could prove out to be that, right? Let me just check his price though first. If he's like too expensive than me and all these kind of players, 5.3, and me is 4.9. So yeah, why not me and Luton? I think I'll just ask that, right? Yeah. Obviously, maybe go for me or Luton. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah. Because of this double game week, I think it should be fine. Obviously, I personally might bring in Burnley defenders soon. Maybe next week, not this week. I'm not using any transfer for this week. So maybe next game week, maybe I'll get a Burnley defender. Let's see what happens. For Kufal personally. So yeah, I think it should be fine. Not Truskowski though. I think it's too expensive. Maybe go for me or Luton or maybe Pope. I don't know. Yeah, that might work out. Uh, yeah, obviously, good to see you after so long. Uh, Tonme says, I've removed Sterling, Gundogan, and Stones for Rudiger, Rafinha, and Grealish. 97 points, 97 points missed, 100 points marked because of Sun. Okay, Tonme. Sterling, Gundogan, and Stones. Now, how do you feel about that right now after you heard that there's a double game week for Man City? So I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't feel happy. Like you did have a good point return. Like Rudiger, Rafinha. Rafinha is one of the players I want to get. Rudiger also fine. He looks nailed on. Like the transfer you made are the very good transfers. But still, removing Sterling Gundogan, who also returned, I don't know. Stones also did play right last week. So Stones and Laporte was in the left one. I think Stones also returned. So I don't know. Tonme, yeah, you kind of exchange points for a hit. It looks like that, Tonme. Removing Sterling Gundogan, it was not necessary, I think. But still, you got 100 points. So what I am to say, so I only had 80 points. So yeah, I guess you did good, Tonme. Yeah, congratulations. James says, I've got to go now. Bye. Nice stream. Thank you, James. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. Always appreciate it. Uh, Uday says, "Shah tumka." I don't know what that means. Sorry, Uday. uh, Utkrist says, got TK, got TK. Go have a great game week, bro. Okay. Utkrist, thank you so much for joining in. Bye bye. Thank you, Utkrist. Thank you so much for joining, and best of luck to you too. Uh, uh, Uday says you have a Bengali accent. Do I? Yeah. Like actually, English is not my mother tongue, right? Like even Nepal. Like my first language is not even Nepali, right? I'm like even the subcaste, the Newar. So I'm from Newar. So I grew up talking Newar, and I have to, and then I learned Nepali, and then only I kind of learned English. So yeah, my English is not very fluent. It's for those reasons. So yeah. Uh, Uday. Okay. HX says Gundogan or Che Adams for next week. Gundogan. It should be Gundogan, but again Liverpool, Che Adams, Southampton. Che Adams did not look bad. I think his goal was not offside, to be honest, right? So Che Adams, you could take chance with Che Adams, but Gundogan looks so good on maybe on penalties. I think I'd take chance with Gundogan. Yeah, Gundogan maybe taking Drake free kicks too. So yeah, I think it should be Gundogan. Gundogan could be benched. Che Adams against Newcastle looks good. This is difficult, This is difficult. Now, how I'm weighing this is as X is Gundogan is on penalties, on free kicks, right? And if he does play, he's surrounded with Sterling and Mahrez and all these kind of players. But again, they are facing Liverpool. It's not easy to play against Liverpool, right? But again, now when you see Che Adams, he's not on penalties, he's not on set pieces, but again, he's playing Newcastle. So it is kind of difficult. So if Gundogan does play, I think I still take chance with Gundogan, although it's Liverpool. Yeah, yeah. Now I don't know if Gundogan does play or not, but I think yeah. Uh, MSK says hi chat and thank you MSK. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you had a good week. Glenn says bro a bit late today. Thank you Glenn. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much Glenn. Honest says Foster to Pope. Yeah. For double gaming along with Martinez. What do you think? Along with Martinez. It could work out. It like honestly it depends. Like if you have that kind of if you have free transfer, you don't have to use anywhere. If your all other players are fine, right? You don't have to use a transfer at all anywhere. You have the money. I think that should work out. That should work out. Benching Martinez for Pope for double gaming. It does not sound bad at all, right? Honest, but again, I would not want to waste my transfer. If there's some other player that I need to remove, like I need to remove Walker Peters or I need to remove some other injured players, Zaha, these kind of players, if you have that kind of emergency, don't do that transfer. If you have free transfer, if you have money, I think bringing in Pope for double game week, it might work out. It might work out, Anish. Yeah. Uh, MSK says worth going ahead with the Rafinha captain. Yeah, Rafinha looks fine. He looks kind of lethal right now. I personally also want Rafinha, but not this week because I need to play Son this week. Except for Son in the other midfielders, I can't touch right now personally. So maybe after this week, I could remove Son for Rafinha. I could do that, right? Nothing is decided though for now. MSK. Yeah. Glenn B says keep Justin in my bench for Cresswell. uh, uh, I mean now Cresswell. I personally think like Cresswell is kind of underrated. Now the point he has been returning right now, right? It just feels like kind of underrated to me. The guy, right? For last 8 games, he has returned in last six, I think. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, for last 8 games, he has returned in 6 games. Can't complain too much, right? Uh, yeah, nothing to say. Nothing to say. So Captain Blank too. Just take chances with captain. Just don't go for the safer picks. I think at least try that for 1 week, right? If that works out, I think you will have a little bit of more guts to maybe try out other non-mainstream captainship. I think I'm gonna leave it on Bamford maybe this week. I don't know. I'm not sure. Uh, Conway says, I think City will struggle a bit in upcoming fixtures. That's why I have removed them. Plus, Pep rotates a lot, and in tough run of fixtures, there is UTL football. I had two free transfer. I took -4 here. Yeah, that might happen. I also am like super worried about the Champions League coming up, right? I talked about that before in our stream. But what I think is like having Diaz, Ederson, those kind of players should work out in upcoming double game weeks, as I said, because like they have two double game weeks in 4 weeks, Tanmay. I don't know. I think I should open the chart again. I, I think I should have kept the chart on the screen. Uh, so yeah, Tanmay, what I'm trying to say is now rotation is the main problem. I do agree with that, Tanmay, right? But what I'm trying to say is Man City have two double game weeks. I mean, double game week in 24, and maybe they might have a double game week in 26 and 27. Just look at how fast they get a double game week, right? It's not like they are getting a double game week. Maybe there's a double game week, right? So that is a big thing about having Man City players for me personally. So yeah, like 24 double game week, nothing in 25, and again double game week in 26. I think I would keep Man City players. I would keep Man City players. Uh, rotation is always a problem though. Yeah, I do agree with that. So Latha says Antonio as captain. As I said, if is Antonio on penalties, please let me know if anyone has any information about that. But I don't think he's on penalties. So yeah, if Antonio is on penalties, I do. Yeah, of course, why not? Uh, MSK says my team is pretty much set for double gaming 24 and 25. Got triple leads and triple city and DCL. Yeah, fine. I personally might do that MSK. Like it's like you kind of read my mind, right? So I might remove Son for Rafinha next week. I might do that, and that means I'll have three Leeds players and three Man City players. Diaz. Yeah, MSK. I think we are doing kind of same thing. So yeah, yeah. I think that should work out. MSK. Uh, so Lotha says Dallas as triple captain. Oh, Dallas, 24, 25. Yeah, Wolves, Southampton. Nah, nah. If you are saying for this week, you shouldn't, right? If you are saying for the double game week 25, you shouldn't. No, no. I personally wouldn't do it, Lotha. I personally wouldn't do it. Uh, MSK says I'm considering triple captaining Bamford in game week 25. Bamford in game week 25. Yeah, I still have the triple captain also. I don't know when to use that. Wolves, Southampton, Wolves and Southampton. Yeah, away game, Southampton home. Maybe that might work out. MSK, maybe that might work out. Let's see if there's any player I want to triple captain. Let me just open this first. So this, I think I'll just leave it on here for now, for a while, at least for a while. So yeah, who could I triple captain in upcoming games? Burnley. There's no good attacker from Burnley. Southampton, Leeds and Chelsea. Triple captainship. Uh, Man City, Spurs, and Everton. Everton, Fulham, and City. Difficult game. Fulham, Everton, and Burnley. The game does not look that bad. Uh, Bamford does not look bad though. Leeds against Wolves. Wolves are struggling. Southampton are struggling right now. Things might change though in game week 25. So yeah, triple captain. I'd want to use triple captain. I don't know where to though. I just don't know. In 26, I'm probably I don't need a wild card in 20. I mean in game 20, 25 though. I could use uh, my wild card in game 25 and bench boost in 26. But I just don't need a wild card in game 25. That is the biggest problem. My team looks fit and fine right now. I feel like I would be wasting my wild card. But again, I'd want to bench boost in game 26. Southampton against Sheffield and Man City. Man City against Man United and Southampton. Probably. Aston Villa still. Let me check Aston Villa first. Let me check Aston Villa's fixtures. They also have double game week, right? The fixtures. Let me check the fixtures. Everton and Spurs. So can't triple captain Watkins or Grealish. Son, yeah. Son also has double game week left. Aston Villa and Fulham. Maybe this might work out. Yeah, this might work out. Maybe triple captaining Aston Villa, Fulham. Maybe triple captaining Spurs asset in upcoming days. That might work out. Who are the other teams that have double game week? Yeah, I think it should work out. What are the other questions? So MSK said Kane would be ideal in gaming 26 if he is fit. I've no idea who Kane is facing in gaming 26 first. Let me just see. So yeah, until game week 29, I think I mean 26, they won't have a double game week. Burnley, nah. I don't think so. Nah. Burnley is not easy to play against. Okay. Honest says it's time Grealish will bring more points every two games. Yeah. Grealish is super consistent. He has been. Just look at these points. I'm so pissed off that I remove him in game week 19, and he has been since then super consistent. 8 points, 6 points, 6 points, right? Yeah, Grealish, I bought him because of the double game weeks, potential double game weeks. I don't know when, but hope soon. I hope there is a double game week soon for Grealish. Anish. Glenn says, want to captain Son for the next game week if Kane is fit. Otherwise, I don't know who else to captain. Glenn, I don't think he'll be fit next week. Glenn. Yeah, according to what I read, maybe. Glenn might be back for Man City game. Glenn, not Glenn. Kane might be back for Man City game, right? But for next game week, I don't think Kane will be back, Glenn. That's what I read. So yeah, I just putting out the information. Uh, okay, Ankit says I have wild card, triple captain, and bench boost. Suggest me some ideas. I have those too, Ankit. You and I are in the same boat right now, Ankit. I also have wildcard. I also have triple captain. I also have bench boost. I think now I could use the triple captain in upcoming games, right? I don't know in which though. Like looking at this, it feels like Aston Villa, Fulham. These are good fixture for triple captaining Kane or Son in upcoming days, right? For double game week. I don't know though. For now, I just don't see any team, any player I'd want to triple captain. Bamford for triple captaincy. Let me just check. 25. Wolves have been terrible. Southampton also have been terrible. Like Southampton, Wolves, and the Leeds. These are like similar kind of teams, Like they're similar, very similar. So I just don't know. Triple captain. I want to use my triple captain. Bench boost also I'd want to use in game week 26, right? But still, it's not confirmed about anything. The double game week, right? Uh yeah. Let's see what happens. I don't want to use my wild card in 25 though. The team looks fine to me. Uh Okay, MSK says Spurs could have a double Burnley and Fulham. Surely Kane could score 2 goal and yeah, yeah. If that happens, I think that looks like a good one. But for now, they don't have double, right? So yeah, yeah, they don't. For now, they don't MSK. So I think I might also kind of target that fixture, right? MSK, the double game week. I think that is a good one. I don't know though when Spurs will have a double game week. I think Ben Crellin kind of said they won't have a double gaming unless gaming 26 or gaming 29. I don't exactly remember now. I kind of forgot, right, MSK? But Ben Crellin kind of said Spurs won't have a double gaming until gaming 29 or 26. I don't exactly remember. I kind of forgot. So uh, Ankit says Son, Bamford, Bruno, Antonio. Who to captain? So I'll just tell you if you want to go with stat, go with Antonio, right? But still, even without the stat, he still looks good, when he does play. So Antonio does not look that bad against Fulham, right? Maybe there's something there. Antonio seems fine. Bamford, Bruno also looks fine to me. My captain choices are Fernandez and Bamford for now. I don't know which player I'll go for. I'm kind of put off by Bamford because of how Leeds perform in home games, right? They don't do good in home games, so that is one of the worry for me when it comes to Bamford. Uh, yeah, Son was an obvious pick, Son and Kane was obvious pick for this week. Everyone was kind of set on that, and Kane got injured, and everything changed. So Antonio, I don't have Antonio, so I don't have that headache. Uh, Antonio, but still, he does look good. He does look good. He looks good. Fernandez, Bamford on penalties, both of them. So I'm probably sure it will be Fernandez and Bamford for me, but I don't know which one yet. It could be any one of them. As I said, like Bamford at home kind of does not look good, but again, Zaha might be out. If there's no Zaha, Zaha is not a defender, but still, it might hurt the team morale, not having the talisman. Uh, Fernandez, Everton defense is not the best one. I think Pickford is still out, right? Let me check Pickford first. Pickford. Let's just see. Let's just weigh out the odds. Pickford still out. 14th Feb. Okay, he'll be back in the Valentine's Day. Nice. Uh, yeah. Maybe Fernandez might also work out. It's just difficult. For me, it's between Fernandez and Bamford for sure. Unless Antonio is on penalties, I think it's easily Fernandez and Bamford for me. I think I'll just leave it on Bamford again. Fernandez again. Yeah, it looks like that. No Pickford. What happened to? Yeah, they did win. So yeah, but still, I think it will be Fernandez for me. Fernandez fixture. Let me check. Will he be rested? West Brom. Nah, nah. So yeah, I think it should be Fernandez for me this week also. I think Fernandez. It's difficult. It's Fernandez or Bamford. Not sure, but it's between those two. Ankit. Yeah, probably sure. Uh, Honest says Captain Salah. Yeah, not doing that for now. Not against Man City. If they're in a good form, maybe, but for now, not really. Honest. Uh, Glenn says greatest good captaincy option next week. No Leno too. Yeah, Leno also kind of got a red card. Like I think Arsenal was just too unlucky, just too unlucky for the way that game went on. Right, they were just too unlucky. Like before, David Luiz. What can I say? Uh Glenby. Who is he facing though? Grealish next week. Brighton. Brighton defense looks good though. I think they have kept 3 or 4 clean sheets straight. We just watched it, right? Let me just check already. Brighton. So Glenn, this is what it looks like. So Brighton have kept 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheet straight right now. So I don't know if I want to captain Grealish against Brighton unless something changes there. I think I wouldn't personally. Uh, Ankit says, who would Salah score a double line assist? No idea about that. No idea. Mane might return though, Ankit. So I have no idea. So even Klopp does not have any idea if Mane is fit enough. But Mane did, train today. So he might be back, Ankit. Not sure. So I think the questions are done, right? So yeah, do drop a like and do subscribe if you're new. And I'm not sure if we'll have a deadline stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know, right? I have some family function there. So I'll let you guys know if there will be a deadline stream or not. I'll just post my final team in Instagram, and yeah, but I will be using Instagram, so I will have internet. So please feel free to send your DMs in your Instagram if there's anything you want to ask about, right? But I'm not sure if I'll have a deadline stream tomorrow. I don't think it will be possible. So yeah. Now, as I said, I hope I kind of guided you with the double game weeks and everything, the chart and everything. I'll publish a video, maybe today, tomorrow, I'm not sure, maybe after the stream, the double game week video, right? I'll publish that soon, and maybe after that you guys will have some idea. So for now, I think I don't know my captainship. It will be between Fernandez and Bamford, and maybe I'll play Dallas and maybe bench Cancelo. So I just don't know. It's kind of difficult. So I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So family function or trucking. Trucking, I don't know what that means. I just don't know what that trucking means. So yeah, as I said, this will be it. This will be it for now. Thank you everyone for joining in, and do drop a like, and I'll update you guys in the Instagram. Do subscribe. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Glenby. Thank you, Sagnik, James, Ankit, MSK, everyone, Anish, Latha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Glenby, for joining in. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.